Greetings, ladies and gents, and welcome to this week's show. I'm your host for this evening, Sean Sensational. I'm joined here with our newest Galactic Overlord himself, James Kamakahi. We're going to let him pick his own name, of course. But this show, tonight's show is specifically centered on James himself. We really want to get to know who he is and just pretty much introduce you to our fellow, what are they called? Gold Commanders? That's it.
Yeah.
All right, nice James, take it away, buddy.
First of all, thanks for having me on the show, Sean. And I figure a little bit of introduction about myself would be necessary. As Sean said, my name is James Kamakahi. More recently, I was actually the creator and executive producer of the Otaku 50 show, which was an audio podcast that aired from 2009 until 2016 or 15. We recorded our last episode. We were primarily an audio podcast. The subject of our show was entertainment themed, conversation and discussion. So we pretty much were able to talk about, anything. We had a weekly format of revolving topics. We had some discussions on current entertainment trends and censorship in media and stuff like that. All of our episodes are available on our podcast website still. Hopefully they're still available. It would be, if you just Google the Otaku 50 show, you'll be able to find us. So, but before that, I'm a trained theater actor. I attended the theater program at Leeward Community College, and that's how I met. That's how I met you, Sean, from LCC. And then from that point, I've just been working. I grew up. I was a huge fan of movies when I was a kid. I liked, I tended to like the epic films, the longer films, because there was more film. I wasn't really a fan of like short films or, So for me, I like Lawrence of Arabia was one of my favorites growing up.
Yeah.
Kurosawa as I got older, Seven Samurai. What was it? Gandhi. Richard Attenborough's Gandhi was one of my favorites growing up because it was long. It was long. But as my tastes in film and entertainment became more refined as I got older, I started getting into anime, started getting into manga. Naruto is probably still one of my current favorites, along with Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball, Ranma 1/2. I'm pretty much a fan of the modern classics like Tenchi Muyo, El Hazard, The Magnificent World. Cowboy Bebop is one of my favorites as well. Neon Genesis Evangelion, just off the top of my head. I'm also a fan of Studio Ghibli, Hayao Miyazaki. Also Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. That's my favorite Ghibli film. Second favorite would be Grave of the Fireflies, which I know is a depressing film for most people, but I like the film so much because it had it hit me in a very different way than most films that talk about war. And so as a result of me enjoying the film that much, I see it once every year. That's a film if you're going to watch one film a year on a consistent level, I would say either going to be Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, meld that into a 6-film marathon, and Grave of the Fireflies, and maybe Star Wars, the original trilogy. That's me. I'd work that in. But I've also, for those of you who are more based in Hawaii, my father was the late musician Dennis Kamakahi, who played with Eddie Kamai and the Sons of Hawaii. He was also a solo slack key artist, kihualu, guitar. And my brother David he plays for Waipuna, which is a contemporary Hawaiian group. I think it was my brother David, Kali Hannes, and Matt Spro. So they're awesome. It's nice to see my brother continuing my father's tradition of being a musician, because we come from a very musical family. Like my grandfather, Kenneth, played for the Royal Hawaiian Band. He was a trombone player. My great grandfather also played music as well. So music and entertainment performing has kind of run in the family blood, so to speak. So it's nice to know that I'm part of that I'm a small part of that legacy based as an actor, which was nice. But yeah, I guess it's pretty much pretty much all there is to know right now about me. As you guys get to know me as in future episodes, in future shows that we record, that's pretty much it. I mean, so just a primer. I like all forms of entertainment. If it's a message movie, if it's not a message movie, if it's something just for fun, if it's something that's so stupid it's good, I'll watch it. But I tend to notice as I got older, I'm very picky now about the stuff that I watch. In fact, just to end this introduction, like if you follow Marvel or Sony, I actually had, for the first time recently, I finally got the chance to finally see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and I really liked it. So my views on entertainment can change. Storytelling is an evolving process. So is the audience. The audience can change and grow as entertainment changes. So I've always been in that mindset of respect the classics, but trying to kind of forge your own path entertainment-wise. And that's what I think. But sorry to get off philosophical on you guys, but that's about it. That's pretty much my intro. I look forward to seeing and meeting all of you guys as we continue. In fact, I think I already know another member of the GO crew, Mr. Murray.
Yes. Will. Yeah. You know Will. Well,
Yeah,
actually, Todd and Chris and Sessa know you as well, but you don't know them because we were.
Oh.
I think we're. Was it 121? Was the first drama class?
I think it was 221.
221. That's right. And 222 was the second one. Right? That's right.
222. Yeah, that was Paul. That was beginning drama.
Yeah.
222 was beginning drama 2, right? And then drama 240 was stagecraft under Mr. Ranny. That was good fun. That was good. He was good. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, that's where most of our group was. It was like 221, and that's when we seen you, your brother. We would see Reb, and the list goes on.
But yeah, Reb Silk, Reb Allen, also, and that the circle we called ourselves. The picnic tables at LCC theaters were a popular hangout for us. Yeah. College. So hopefully they're still there. I haven't been to the campus in a long time, but it wouldn't be the same if I were to pass by that theater at the backside at the stage door. There would be 2 picnic tables, and I actually got close to writing a play set around those 2 picnic tables. I call it benches. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm also an aspiring writer. I haven't published anything yet, but I write as therapy. It's mostly just as a therapeutic exercise, just to get ideas out of my head and onto paper. So hopefully it turns into something. If I write as a hobby, it should. But if I write mostly it's been a hobby for me. It's actually been very fulfilling. In fact, that's because of LCC. That's how I stumbled into my current love of writing. And I was always into like science fiction, high fantasy, Lord of the Rings, Hobbit. Hobbit was the first book I actually finished on my own. I think I was like 11 or 12 when I read The Hobbit. And then from that, it led into Star Wars books and comics and Captain America and Marvel, DC, Superman. So all of my interests in entertainment and pop culture really stems from just me picking up The Hobbit and saying, well, what's this book about? And that was my gateway into fantasy, sci-fi, and everything else that followed. So I owe JR a token of huge debt for that. So yeah, this has been fun. This has been a really fun. Thanks a lot for this introduction.
No, not a problem.
For the fans that are going to see this, it's very nice to meet you. I hope to be a part of future episodes as we continue. If you have any feedback for me, or just feel free to contact me through Sean. Maybe I'll try to talk a little less.
No. We usually film long, and then I'll chop it up to what I need. And then I usually save some for I can also put it into something else as well.
Oh, okay.
But everyone, please, like you said, you have any questions and so forth, you can leave comments down below. You can email us. Hit us up on Facebook or Instagram. Please hit that bell, subscribe, and share, please. And we thank you so much. And he will be around. All right, what is your name, though? We got to have your name so I can make sure to put it on the next one. Oh, wait, I think you did say it. Wasn't it James the Gray? Or no?
No. Totoro the Gray.
Sorry?
Totoro. Totoro the Gray. In fact, because Totoro, if you were, for those who are following this now who are fans of the Otaku 50 show, my nickname on that show was Totoro.
Totoro.
Because I was big, kind of like a big teddy bear. So Totoro the Gray.
Totoro the Gray.
That works.
All right. Sounds good to me, my man. But thank you for joining us, folks. We'll see you next time.